The Oilers are up 2-1. They're going to the third. Their penalty kills 1 for 1. Yeah, feeling pretty good. It's like, all right, they're going to get a big win against Vegas. Halfway through the period, Edmonton takes a penalty. You're thinking, oh boy, is their penalty kill really going to do this a second straight time? The answer was no. Noah Hannafin with his first of 2 goals in the period. It goes back to the line. Hannafin, he's got some time and space here too. Like, picks his spot. Stu's got to stop that. Yeah. I have no problem saying that. Like, it's generally an unblocked look at things. Again, Edmonton's penalty kills running around pretty crazy here. They're not really in a great spot. Like, is that Pud Coles in there at the top? I think it is. I think so. But Skinner's got to stop that. I have no problem saying that. This is another one of those examples where, like, again, I am upset with the penalty killers. They've been awful, but the other side of this is their PK guys have been, or sorry, their goalies have been 2 of the worst PK goalies in the league this season. So
yeah, and I think this is a real shame because they were actually clearing pucks at the start of this penalty kill as well and doing some good stuff, getting 2 pucks, and then they just lost track of themselves. And you watch just right from the start that they're just all over the place. There's not a lot of structure going on here. It's just kind of like, okay, Pud Colson's a bit here, a bit there, and he needs Stu to stop that one, and a shame on that side too, because they actually had a really good game.
Well, and that's why it's frustrating and it is disheartening because you and I say here, and we defend Stuart Skinner because, quite honestly, he deserves defending. Zach Lang pointed it out on Twitter. The Oilers are actually getting above league average goaltending at 5v5 this season.
913 is what the Oilers have. The league average is 911 at 5-5.
So it's all penalty kill right now. It's not as bad as we think. And I know, again, like, yes, Stuart Skinner, that he needs to stop that puck. He's right now giving up pretty much a goal he wants back every second game he's between the pipes. It's annoying. It's frustrating. But he also still had a 9-12 yesterday in that hockey game. So I don't know. It's just one of those, like, how hard do you want to be on the guy? Like, that goal stunk, but there was also a play in the second period where he loses his paddle and he goes out and makes a massive glove save. And it's like, okay, he just kept it a 1-goal game. Like, let's go. Massive stop from Stu. And in the third period alone, he got peppered with 13 shots. Or sorry, 13 shots. One of them was the empty netter.
Right.
He went 12 for 13 in that third period. So it's like, oh, he never makes big saves. But then it's like, well, no, people just like to forget when he does make big saves. That was labeled top corner. Yeah. He had no stick, had to protect the 5-hole, still made an unbelievable save.
Since the Carolina games, Skinner has only been under a 909 once, which is 5 games. And obviously it was a Columbus game, which was brutal.
Yep.
Team again played terrible in front of him. He had a couple he needed back for sure.
Like, what a save.
You know, like in those games as well, he's 3 goals against Carolina overtime, shutout against Pittsburgh, 6 against Columbus, 2 against Calgary, 3 against Vegas. Like, and he's actually doing well in moments. But this team has given him no run support at all to help him.
What was the problem last night? Was it Stuart Skinner, or was it, 1, Evan Bouchard was a major problem? Yeah. Was it 2, the power play, which again went 0 for 1, and it's on the team also to draw more penalties. They're not drawing anything right now. So the power play stinks. The penalty kill stinks, which I get is on Skinner, but at 5-on-5, he's been good. And again, 9-12 last night. We sat here for years and said, all the Oilers need is consistent 900 or better. And now that you guys are getting it, you want more. What do you want? The consistent 925 from the guy? Like, and Desker says the problem is Skinner will never steal the game. He's just okay. He stole the game against Calgary. He made so many saves to keep that game 2-2.
Game 6 against Dallas. Don't tell me Stu didn't steal a game.
Like, it's just fucking idiotic. People do not pay attention. You want to make up your own narratives and you watch the team for 82 games, but like, go around the league, man.
Yeah.
Aiden Hill last night, was he sensational? Made a couple of nice saves. If that Zach Hyman goal went in on Stuart Skinner, the same people would be ripping him.
Yeah.
He has a shutout this year. He shut out the Pittsburgh Penguins, Sidney Crosby. It's just moronic. It's so dumb. I'm over it, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm with you. I don't think it's fair to even have a conversation about goalies when, again, this team just isn't scoring. Like, your best players aren't showing up when you really, really need them to.
Yeah, Thank you, Tanner. 2 goals. It's fucking score 3 goals. I'm sorry for swearing twice in a show. I really try not to do it on this because I know some of you watch with your kids or whatever, but like they scored 2 goals. How many times did you notice Connor McDavid in the second and third period last night? It's his first game back from injury. We'll cut him some slack, but like, good Lord, we're not sitting here and piling on Stuart Skinner after he gave up 3 goals on 34 shots.
The story of this whole season is the special teams. They're not scoring on the power play and they're leaking penalty kill on the penalty kill. That's what it's the only thing they got to worry about. And from reports from practice today, it sounds like that's all they basically worked on. No Yaremchuk on the ice either. What does that mean? Kajula up? Maybe.
We'll talk about that in a bit. Final buzzer. Nothing brings in viewers and subscribers like calling your fan base idiots. I'm not calling you an idiot. I'm calling the idea that Stuart Skinner isn't good idiotic. And again, if you don't want to watch, don't watch.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. Like, again, you're here for an opinion. And my opinion,
that's your opinion.
And my opinion is if you are calling Stuart Skinner bad, you don't know what you're watching. Last year, 13-game run, 13-0, 1.41 goals against average, 9 something. Like, oh my God. What more do you want from him? And I get it. Like, last night, that second goal stinks. Guess what? We're not talking about it if the offense does their job. And last time I checked, this team is built to win games with their offense.
They brought in 2 guys with 30 goal potential in Arvidsson and Skinner. Arvidsson, he's had his games, and I like them both, but those 2 guys need to step up. Nuge, again, we said off the top, been better. Rico kind of should have probably scored 2 in his last 2. Putting one over the bar against New Jersey, putting one right into the pads of Hill, and they got to be better. And
it's just, again, people sit there. His glove's worse than Koskinen's. You can't deny that.
Lico?
Also, Mikko Koskinen put together actually some good numbers and probably deserved more love from us.
Yeah, she probably did.
Also, this was a glove save.
There we go.
Did we not watch this a couple seconds ago?
Someone said we're doing straw man arguments. No, we're not. We're dealing with facts. And what are facts?
Stats.
And what are stats?
Facts.
Thank you.
If we're hating on anyone today, let's get back to Boosh. Okay, we're not on Skin.
And yeah, like that's exactly it for me. But like last year, and we need consistency. Last year, I say this stat all the time because I think it's so telling. How many goalies in the NHL started more games with a save percentage above 900 than Stuart Skinner? 2. Hellebuck, Bobrovsky. That's consistency. More often than not, he's giving you above 900, and only 2 goalies had more starts with a save percentage above 900. And people just want to sit there because they're upset they had to watch their team lose, which I get the frustration, but they just want to sit there and go, well, I need to blame someone. I will blame the goalie.
It's an easy one to go after. I think he was fine.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.